to date with ya.
I ripped it. All these on my true first, no dribble. These always talking pillar. Thing like scissor. Like youngest, I'm about my business. Yeah, they know what's up. Glizzock never gave up. All I know is go and get this damn bread. Don't go against the grain, they taking off your damn head. I'm running up this door, I almost broke my damn leg. Hey, these out here broke, they damn nerd. Damn little mama bad as but they diamonds on me fight, neck and wrist, I can Tina. Orange Richard Mill on me dancing just like Bia. Going against Glizzock, wouldn't wanna be a.
I'm a lane switcher, shapeshifter, go grill, plain, so I can heal the pain quicker. 8-figure, jet set way quicker. Maybe if I'ma go to date with ya.
Gotta pump my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic. We mighty more Power Rangers. Got that touch my savior. Give it that touch of my hater. There can't hear it no more. Stand up to the man, can't fear him no more. Sonogram don't feel it no more. You were driving a minute but can't steer it no more.
Just a few blocks down the street from the state capitol in Indiana, it's Lucas Oil Stadium, downtown Indianapolis, the home of the Colts. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Indianapolis Colts. Settle in, we think we've got a good one. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. Off we go from Indianapolis. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Here's Tua to open with a throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. And as for much more, 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better.
Oh, intercepted on the second play of the game. Picked off by the rookie out of LSU. And he's going to bring this one back. Less than a minute into the game. It's a pick six and an early touchdown. You get the ball to start the game thinking you'll score on offense. Instead, they allow the defense to be the first on the board in this one.
So now the question is, Mike, do you allow this to linger the rest of the day? You've dug yourself a pretty big hole here to start, but you've got to pick yourself up and realize this game is far from over, and we now got to get the ball back and establish some early rhythm.
Now, the extra point. He's got it, and the Colts are very quickly out to a 7-0 lead. Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. A play fake. Now, 2 to throw. That's caught. It's Dylan Sampson. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. A shotgun snap to Tua. And with a flag down, he goes down. They get him for the sack, and that flag is probably on the offense as well. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Tua. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. That's where the offense will take over. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Out of shotgun, Richardson. That's complete. It's Adonai Mitchell. And he'll be out of bounds after a gain of 9. They'll go about trying to convert on 3rd down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
He gets this complete to Mitchell. Call it a gain of 13. First down, Indianapolis.
These third down conversions are just so important. Mike, everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. He'll get this to about midfield. Myles Garrett able to bring him down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 50-yard line.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Richardson. Trying to set up a screen here with Pacheco. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Here now, 3rd and 5. From the gun, Richardson. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
The Colts about to kick this one away. Keyshawn Nixon, the return man. Fielded at the 9. And a nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20.
At their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Now the former Vol, Dylan Sampson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He'll get that out wide to Sampson. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line. 17 yards, the gain there. It's a Browns 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Tagovailoa. That's complete. It's Tank Dell. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll run, and this is Quinshon Judkins. He'll get him behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Nick Cross will bring him down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 7. They run once more with Judkins. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. 22 yards, the pickup there. 1st down, Cleveland.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. Next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Here's Sampson. He'll manage only a couple. Nate Wiggins up to make the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 20-yard line.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 8. A run, and here comes Judkins. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line.
So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the 1st quarter. 7-0 is our score. We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. Here's 3rd and 7. Down, it's Tua. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looks like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. That one is good. And the Browns are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Markham at the 48-yard line. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
A give here to Pacheco. And that'll be a gain of 2 and a 1st down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Richardson. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. Down the sideline. And he won't quite make it to the pylon, but he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line. A big 6 yards. From the 1-yard line, first down and goal. They'll run the sneak. And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Anthony Richardson. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Play action. Tagovailoa. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
From the 41, here's second down and 4. Tua gonna throw. Good work there defensively. Knocked it away, and that pass falls incomplete.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
Here's a third down and 4. Throwing is Tua. Back into the hands of his receiver, Hyatt. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
The handoff. This is Sampson. Oh, a loose football. The Colts have got it.
And with all of this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, like, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like,
and remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay, so they might be taking a look at this one. From the 48-yard line, here's second and 4. Now Tua. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A pickup of 15 in the air. It's a Browns first down. There's a give up the middle for Sampson. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Jordan Davis, the man in the middle, brings it to an end.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Back to throw is Tua. Now here comes the screen to Sampson. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
All right, so so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
Now a 3rd and 2. Here's 2. He has Hyatt complete. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. The defense is right there, but a gain or 2. Good enough for the first down.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Two minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis after this. On first down, here's Sampson. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Get a whole lot, maybe a yard, that's it.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. They're going to need to create more running room on the ground. They plan on extending this drive.
Looking to convert for the 3rd time on this drive. They'll need another here. It's 3rd and 2. We'll try and run for the first with Cutler. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line with the official signal. He's got enough for the first down.
What a nice drive this continues to turn out to be. I mean, to continue to maintain possession and sustain this drive, you can feel the defense is starting to wear down. So they had an opportunity there to get off the field and come away with a 3rd down stop, but they pick up just enough and get a fresh set of downs.
Still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Here's Tungo Bailoa. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line. JT Tuimoloau in there to bring him down. And that's his first sack of the year. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. On the ground, it's Sampson. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Now a signal, a timeout called. 9 seconds left to play in this first half. Third and a long way to go. He'll stay on the ground with Sampson. And that's not going to work either. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. It's going to bring up 4th down. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This from 34 yards. Boswell's kick is good. And the Browns cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6. interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. In middle, and he's got down. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 1. A handoff to Pacheco. And I don't think he got there. Wrapped up the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at 3rd down.
Now the offensive coordinator's got a decision on his hand, Mike. It was 2nd and 1. He decides to go with a conservative run, gets stopped for no gain. He's in the exact same position now on 3rd down. Does he try to change it up, or does he just turn around and hand it off again?
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run it here with Pacheco. He's going to have a Colts first down. They're able to convert by plenty on that 3rd and 1.
Gain of 9 yards.
You know, how often do we see, Mike, in these 3rd and short situations, there's so many bodies up near the line of scrimmage, and this back has his head down, hitting it so hard that sometimes he runs into that line, and sometimes he can come out that backside.
On first down, it's Richardson. Quick throw here is complete. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
On 2nd down, Richardson. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
The 47-yard line.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
A run up the middle with Pacheco. And a determined run there inside the 40. It's a gain of 9 yards.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the Browns' 38.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and a yard. Here's Richardson. That's Tyler Warren, the tight end. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down. On play action, Richardson. That's DJ Gittin. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Touchdown catch this year. You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
They're on 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tsl. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Tsl. This one taken in by Hyatt. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Going to air this one out. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Punting time for the Browns. They're set to kick it away. As he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Looks like we have an injured Colt on that play. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. Nice game here. He's going to be marked down at the 45-yard line. That one good for a dozen. A very quick 1st down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Here's a handoff to Pacheco, running left. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Jeremiah Wusu-Koramoah in on the stop.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6. From the gun, Richardson. Pass right side to down. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
We'll go play action. It's Richardson. That one to the sideline is over everybody, but now a penalty flag will come in. They may get him for grounding.
Up there.
Third and long. Out of shotgun, Richardson. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. That is Myles Garrett. He's in there to drop him. And it leads to fourth down. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts about set to punt as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. A play fake. Down 2 to the throw. And the rush. Yes. Oh, he'll go down. They got him. Jordan Davis in there for the sack. Loss of 10 yards to start this drive. The gun, Tagovailoa. On his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
Third and 9. Throwing is Tua. That one broken up. It is incomplete. This defensive secondary, they have been really a no-fly zone all game long. It continues here and brings up fourth down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
On the return is Gould. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Looks like we have an injured Colt on that play. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the second half, and that's only his second incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
On 2nd down, Pacheco. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Just watch the speed of the pursuit out of this safety on this tackle, Mike. His ability to play from depth and attack the line of scrimmage and meet that ball carrier in the hole and keep him to no gain. You don't see a lot of safeties able to make that tackle in the open field. That's pretty impressive.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, he's in to drop him for a sack, and that will bring up 4th down. Fair catch will be taken here. It is right at the 40-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
First down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down. Tank Dell was the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Now Tua. One pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Jerry Jeudy, the intended target. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Throwing on 3rd down, Tagovailoa. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. 15 yards through the air. 1st down, Cleveland.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense, just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Tua gonna throw. He has it right, complete. And they'll take this down inside the 35. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Zaire Franklin. And a nice return will set them up in good field position right at midfield.
At the 50-yard line.
On the ground, here's Pacheco. And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one. Well,
this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. They'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. Here's Richardson. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And he'll get a few yards on this return, up past the 15-yard line.
Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa. Now here comes the screen to Sampson. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's got it. 1st down. A pickup of 4.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short. Play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Unfortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. It's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
They get 14 on that hookup. It's a Browns 1st down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the 1st down anyway.
And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. Give them 10 more on that one. Just enough for another 1st down. They'll drop to throw. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield. And now the spike will come just under 40 ticks remaining. crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa. That one punt by Tank Dell. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. They get 18 yards on 4th down and a fresh set of downs.
First down.
This is 1st and 10. To the air again, Tagovailoa. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Tua to throw again. That's going to be incomplete, so no help there, and we're likely down to a final snap.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic, and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time, he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
What about this crowd getting even louder before 3rd and 10? One last throw here for Tua. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win for the Colts. They bounced back from the loss last week, really put in a determined effort, and will come away with the victory. So that'll